So welcome guys to full anime 2020 review of what I've been watching this season. So let's get started with the first one, Jujutsu no Kaisen. This show, a lot of people have been talking about it and a lot of people have been happy about this show. I read the manga a little bit further on and I was pretty impressed. I'm really looking forward to the following episodes. I was a little bit scared. I thought it'd be 12 episodes, but luckily it is 24 episodes. Done by Studio Mappa, which, oh my god, they're doing God of High School. Nice animation, but they kind of watch the story. And they're gonna do Attack on Titan season 4. They have a lot of work in their hands, but either way, the animation in this is so far so good. Right now, nothing big's happening, but at the time of this recording, the next episode's looking really cool. And I like the cast. I like the kid which has white hair and covers his eyes. And yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot from him. And I'm really excited to see what's going on about this show. So the synopsis: in a world where demons feed on unsuspecting humans, fragments of legendary and feared demons were lost and scattered. The demon and the main character has. Should any demon consume Sukuna's body parts, the power they gain could destroy the world as they know it. Fortunately, there exists a mysterious school for Jujutsu no sorcery who exists to protect their existence for the living from the undead. Nice synopsis. I'm watching this and I'm really excited to see what this show has to offer. Then we got Haiku to the Top season 2, and so far so good. I'm enjoying the show like I did. This is my first time actually watching Haiku as weekly, because normally when To the Top season 1 came out, I just let it finish, then binge season 3, and then binge the Haiku To the Top season 1. And what can I say? It was just really good. I really enjoyed it. Nothing I can say right here. Animation perfect, and people are really excited for this match. I think the whole season will be a match, or probably at least about 10 episodes going to be the match. Done by Production IG, which is doing something else as well, but it's doing what's it called, Moriarty and the Patriots, which I'll come back to later. Anyway, I'm just looking forward to this and see what the hype about it is. Next we got Over the Moon for You, and my god, let me just read the synopsis. Having grown up ridiculed for his bizarre name, NASA Yakuza, they mock his name because NASA Space Company. Anyway, NASA Yakuza strives to be NASA Yakuza strives to be remembered for something more. Fortunately, it seems that he's on the right path, ranking first in the nation's mock test and set to enter his high school exams. However, everything changes in a single night when he notices a girl across the street on his way home. Entrapped by her overwhelming cuteness, it's love at first sight for NASA. But such complicated words. Okay, anyway, he goes to the girl, but he never noticed that Truckun is actually gonna come and hit him. Luckily, the girl stops this boy getting isekai'd, and now the girl says that if what am I talking about? Anyway, NASA says that he likes the girl. The girl like, oh, if you I only think of you as a husband. So yeah. They marry in the first episode. Unlike other anime I see, Kaguya-sama Love as well. So yeah, and the opening slaps. My hammer inserts a clip. The opening slaps so hard. I can't even speak, but the opening is really good and a really cute show. That's all I can say. It's a cute show. The main character's cute. Everything about it is cute, and just a very nice, cute show. Then we got Hirogashi When They Cry Gao, which I thought would be a remake. So that's why I watched the prequel, which actually is technically a remake. But me watching the latest episode 4 right now, I realized it wasn't a remake, but it was technically what would have happened if certain things changed. Like for the first cycle, for example, when the main character Keiichi doesn't let what's her name, Rena, in, instead of Keiichi closing the door of Rena's arm, in this season he lets her come in, but doesn't work because if you watch the latest episode 4, he gets killed anyway. But it's really enjoyable. The artist for this actually done the Monogatari series, so yeah, and it's done by Studio Passion Jojo. Anyway, I really like this episode. I just finished watching the episode 4, and yeah, I'm kind of annoyed that they did say that newcomers could watch this and be fine. However, they did reveal something massive in episode 2, which we got in season 2 in the normal one. So I'm a little bit annoyed, but what can I say? I still love this show. Then we got Yuri on bike. I'm joking. It's Adachi and Shomarara. And this is a nice Yuri. It's a wholesome Yuri. That's all I'm gonna say. They met the second let me speak. The second floor of the gym. This was where we always met. It was the class, but of course there weren't any classes going on. Anyway, this much is not really good. Anyway, it's about these two girls and this Yuri, wholesome Yuri, very cute Yuri. And this is technically Yuri season because we got the journey of Elena, which is not really Yuri. The first episode was technically teaching the main character not to think that she's overpowered and special. But yeah, technically, once upon a time there was a witch named Elena who set off on a journey across the world. It's an episodic show which I'm not really a fan of, but this show's really cool. Episode 2 was a Yuri. Come on, let's get this done. Yuri, and I really enjoyed it. And then, so you know, Black Clover hit us. The latest episode hit us with Yuri as well. The latest arc of Black Clover wasn't the best, but it was goddamn interesting, and it had Yuri. So what can I say? So Yuri season, we got Yuri on bike, Yuri on broom, and Yuri on. Then we got Noblesse, which is the third webtoons to be adapted, and I actually liked it. This is the only webtoons that I haven't read ahead of, so they probably skipped so much content. I'm not sure. It's just a pattern between webtoons. One reason I'm not reading it because I can only read 50 chapters until I have to pay, because that's what some webtoons do. And I really like the main character. It's kind of like a Dandere or Kundere, but just kind of an OP one. You don't really see much of him, but it's just a cool kind of just a nice show about vampires and everything. I just enjoy it. Don't know why it's rated 6 on my anime list, but yeah. So so far I can't really say anything about it. Anyway, let's read the synopsis. Reizi awakens from his 820 years slumber. He holds a special title of Noblesse, which is a pure blood noble to protect of all other nobles. In an attempt to protect Razor, his servant Frankenstein enrolls him at Ran High School, where Razor learns the simple and quartering routine of the human world through his classmate. However, the union of a mighty secret organization was strung again around the globe and a goal to rule the world, dispatches modified humans and gradually encroaches of Renault's life progressively, which causes him to wield his mighty power to protect those around him. After 820 years of entering, the secret behind the slumber is finally revealed, and with the absolute protection of the beast begins. Really interesting show, and it's just I just find it enjoyable right now, and latest episode looking pretty good. So let's go to the next show, The Day I Become God. Or I'm gonna say that you're gonna cry at the end of this, because the creator, Jun Maeda, who's done Angel Beats and Clanad, said that this is gonna be his saddest works. I tried to do a reaction video, didn't work due to copyright. Anyway, I can't even insert a clip. Anyway, at the end of this last summer vacation of high school, Yota spent his days preparing for the university exam when a young girl named Hina suddenly appears, proclaiming herself as a god of Obvidia. Yota is confused and does not believe Hina when she tells him the world's gonna end in 30 days. After witnessing Hina's godlike predictive abilities, Yota begins to believe her power are real. Hina, who is an innocent and childlike despite her supernatural powers, decides to, for some reason, stay with Yuta's home, thus beginning a start of the lively summer before the world ends. Just, well, so far only 2 episodes came out. Do you know Studio Key, when that theme tune hits at the start, like for example, the Dango theme tune in Clanhead, at the start of the series, yeah, it's all okay, but when it plays on the saddest moment, you will only remember that theme for the saddest moment. So and they have some theme here that I remember, but this person gets rejected. The main character gets rejected on his first day. He gets rejected in the first episode. So I'm just like, whoa, mad. So yeah, he gets rejected in the first episode, or people get married in the first episode. What is this? Anyway, I'm excited for the show. Then we got I'm Standing on Thousand Lives. I watched the first 15 minutes of it and I dropped. That's all I'm gonna say about the series. Then we got Akudama Drive. Long ago, a war broke out in Japan. They pitted Kanto against Kansai and divided the country. Kansai became the departed of Kanto, but slowly the police and government began losing control of Kansai to criminals known as Akudama. This show is so good. I don't know the artist behind this, but this show has animation which can make Ufotable jealous. I'm joking, I said a bit straight, but it has like Ufotable animation. However, it's done by Studio Pirate, which you don't know, done Tokyo Ghoul and Black Clover. So I'm wondering why Black Clover doesn't have the same animation as this show. Anyway, show is pretty interesting. I really enjoy it, and just watch it. This show has an amazing first episode that I can't explain to you because it sounds like a whole series, and the pacing's good, everything's good. It's a little bit funny. The characters are lovable, and yeah, I enjoy it. I don't know why Studio Pirate not helping Black Clover out, but it is what it is. Then we got talentless. Okay, I'm reading the Japanese name. Manuna Nana, which means Nana, which has no talent. But anyway, yeah, this show is technically Among Us, but in anime. So let me re-explain them. So this is set in an island far away from humanity, and because these children in the school have magical powers, they're training in the school because they have to defeat the enemies of humanity, which we don't know who they are yet. However, Pink comes in the island and has the mission. She's the imposter and has to kill all the magical people. Okay, and kills all the magical people. She needs to kill all the magical people to save humanity, apparently. So we got White, which is a mad detective. Okay, let me go back again. Okay, so we think the main character is Black. So Black is there, he's chilling, he's reading a book. He acts like someone who has no power, which actually has the same power as Tomoru from Magical Index. Then we got Accelerator, or White, which actually has the power of immortality. Anyway, we got Pink, which is killing everyone to just save enemies of humanity. It's a psychological mind game, and it's really interesting. And this is the only show this season that I've read the manga of. And oh my gosh, it really does get good. At episode 2, she defeats someone which can travel back in time. She defeats someone which can travel back in time. Then she defeats someone which can tell the future. I'm saying that this Pink is hella sus, yeah, but killed yellow, killed blue, and killed black. So spoiler. Anyway, this show is something that you will not do not drop this show. This show is really good, and yeah. Let's get to the next one. We've got Ikeburi Westgate Park. This is a crime where the Ikeburi is a haven for violent gang. The Yakuza and the home of Makoto Majima to protect his friend. His characteristic troubleshooter mediates despite among of varying factions, even fixes problems the police can't. But when the violent tale of violence results in Makoto losing a loved one, can he ride the storm out, or will he be drowned in all the spilled blood that floods his streets? This show sounds so interesting. It's technically a gang show where there's a blue gang and a red gang, but Crips and Blood, okay. But the blue gang have the dream of Ginro Gravana, where they don't like drugs in it, so they try to take the drugs out the market. Then we've got the red gang which joined as well, which we don't know much about them so far, but there's tension between them. And then it's kind of, right now it's an episodic show, but reading the description, I know stuff is going to get down, and the main character is going to either turn to a villain, not villain, but go kill bare people or try to stop something. It's technically a revenge show, to be honest. Right now, I'm really enjoying it right now, and it's a pretty cool show, done by the same studio which done Sing Yesterday With Me. So yeah, and it's a really calm show. Next we got Sleepy Princess and Demon Castle. This show is just wholesome, 100%. The princess in the show is in the Demon Castle, but all she wants to do is sleep. So it's just, I don't know how they can make 12 episodes out of this, because all she wants to do is sleep. That's it. She just wants to sleep. That's the premise of the bloody show. There's nothing else I can say, except she does more times than Subaru in the entire series. In episode 2, she said about 15 times apparently, but not all of it on screen. So Subaru, you're competing with someone a little bit mad. Anyway, really wholesome, nice show. It's a very cute, funny show. I actually didn't want to watch this until I saw stuff on Instagram, and then I'm like, oh damn, it comes up Monday, love it, or watched it, and yeah. Then we got Assault Lily Boquet, which done by Studio Shaft, which I'm right now just loves the studio, and yeah, every minute a thigh appears. It's technically just called thighs. There's so much thighs in the show. There's not one scene where there isn't a thigh presented in the show, and it's actually in episode 1 and 2, every 1 minute there should be a thigh shot, and I don't mind. I'm not complaining. Anyway, description. In the near future, humanity faces. Okay, I'm not going to read the description. Let me just hold up. It's technically Madoka Magica, but with giant robots. Yes, it is Madoka Magica giant robots, but instead of a pink-haired girl which can't find a wish, she already has a magical power in episode 1. Instead of a sad little Sasuke, we got another sad little Sasuke girl with long hair, which could turn into Kaneki as well. And yeah, technically Madoka Magica, but with swords. And I love a ball cast with thighs. What was the show about? Thighs. Yeah, about thighs. Anyway, we got Kuma Bear. I dropped this show, but then I picked it up because she's wearing a Kuma Bear. It's about a girl who wears Kuma Bear in Sword Art Online. That's the show. That's it. Then we got Moriarty and the Patriots, which I'm just gonna say, in the 19th century, the British Empire has fallen, become a global power. Technically, 19th century thing, rich class, poor class. We got Moriarty, which is technically the villain in the Sherlock universe, but he's the main character, which wants to technically, he hates the high class people and wants to take revenge on them. And it's just right. The first episode is cool. Go back to the second and episode 2, and 12 episodes anime, and this anime seems to be one of the highlights, like one of the almost underrated ones of the season, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it's just kind of a cool show. We've got Moriarty, and I'm a massive Sherlock fan, or not. I can't really say that. I watch Sherlock on Netflix, but done by Production IG, so they do these 2 stuff this season. They're doing a lot, but so far so good. Everything about this show is really good, and I'm just enjoying it. No, not much Yuri in it, of course, not much Yuri in it. But yeah, lads, I just found out that this series is already announced as a second. Well, I just found out that there's gonna be a second season of this already, within 2021. I don't know how, but it's on my anime list. I'm just checking right now. Apparently, a second season is already confirmed about the show. So yeah, am I excited? Probably, because I'm not gonna drop this show. So those shows I mostly watched. Fire Force is still continuing, doing its good stuff, and yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So other shows, we got movies. We got Burn the Witch, which is split into 3 episodes, but apparently was a movie. And Burn the Witch, I enjoyed this show more than I expected. I actually really enjoyed the show so much that I really wanted the next thing. And the cast is just lovely. I technically the best. Oh, they love doing this. The Bleach girls is just so good, and I love the show. The show is really good. It's Yuri. That's why I'm watching it. I'm joking. I'm not obsessed with Yuri. I just think Akino Shoro is the best hentai out there. Anyway, now we got Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train, Demon Slayer Mugen Train, done by Ufotable, and I'm just gonna say that I read the manga, so I know what's gonna happen. Haha. Anyway, this show came out in Japan, hasn't come out here. But can I just say one thing to everyone? Why don't they release the show in everywhere simultaneously? The amount of money you're gonna be making, I don't know why they didn't do that. It's kind of annoying. I have to wait next year to watch the show. Like, why? In America they're getting it, but how about the US, UK? Why? Anyway, there's nothing I can say about the show because I'm going to spoil it. But they're in the train. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Definitely no other demon appears at the end of it. Definitely not a demon who has a sad backstory which made me cry. Definitely not Basketball Face. Then we got Fate Grand Order, the movie, an adaptation of the sixth Signality, the Sacred Round Table of Camelot. So it's after or before Fate Grand Order, Absolute Demonic Battlefront. One of them, but it's a movie, and apparently Ufotable are doing 10 Fate movies, but this Fate movie is not done by Ufotable, done by another studio. But yeah, so Ufotable is doing 10 Fate movies or 10 movies, but still has the time to do a Demon Slayer and make it look good. Just clap my hands for that. That's just amazing. Then we got Data Live. The second part of Data Live is coming out soon. I watched the first part, which was actually only a couple minutes long, 20 minutes long. So hopefully the second part is longer, an actual movie maybe. But yeah, it's done from a light novel. So yeah, let's see if there's any other show. Good Wolf was getting an adaptation from Key's visual novel, which follows the romantic relationship between Ricky, Noe, and Naomi from the game Little Buster. However, guys, I haven't finished Little Buster yet, and I want to watch this because I'm technically going to see the cast of Little Busters in 2020 animation. It's gonna be a movie, and Kud is 18, lads. And I don't know why she looks like a flipping 4-year-old, but yeah. This show I'm watching. I'm final goodbyes, and yeah, see you in the next episode. It's gonna be so much editing.